Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today, we're going to take a look into Libra's monthly clarity reading for the month of August. And in this message, we are going to look into what's your biggest fear or distraction this month, where you should place your focus, what to hang on to, what to let go of, what to cultivate, or the next steps moving forward. We'll look into your inner strength, and then we'll pull a few cards for advice. I will also clarify the message along the way, as well as pull a few oracle cards at the end. If it's something you're interested in, Libra, you are more than welcome in joining us. So let's take a look here. First cards is going to be your biggest distraction this month, or biggest fear. And the first thing that I heard when I flipped over the Knight of Swords is conflict, battle, afraid of conflict, afraid of a battle. I feel like you'd rather be diplomatic, communicating, talking this out, working this out instead of fighting, right? There may have been some things in the past, some altercations that you were in that didn't necessarily turn out the greatest. And that could be why you're afraid of conflict, afraid of fighting, okay? But it could spew over into being non-confrontational, and that can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing in certain situations. There has to be a balance here, okay? You have to have that, ease at times, but you also have to have that abrasiveness, that standing your ground, right? So let's take a look. The next two cards here is going to be what to hold on to and what to let go of. There may have been a situation in the past here that there was some deceit, some deception. I do feel like this is a situation that you've walked away from, but there were significant lessons that you've learned about yourself within that situation. And with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords here in this position, I feel like that's taking the lessons, okay, but not holding on to the deception. So let's get some clarity. Please clarify the Knight of Swords with the Page of Pentacles here, Spirit, please and thank you. There is going to be a need sometimes here, Libra, to stand your ground, okay? But there is a way that you can do it without being rude, without being abrasive. It is an art form. It is something that you have to learn. I feel like communication, working on communication or how you're expressing yourself will be key. Also getting in tune with the feelings that you're feeling, right? How are you feeling in certain situations or about certain scenarios? I feel like, Libra, you may be holding on to this past situation here a little bit too much, okay? Now, this confrontation and this past situation that was deceit, I feel like those are two separate scenarios. This past situation that was deceptive, that was maybe very toxic, I feel like that was probably within a partnership, within a relationship. And there is a fear here of not wanting this to happen again. And therefore you're withholding your energy, okay? Try to take the lessons that you've learned from that and don't hold on to the deception. It's like you may be like every little negative characteristic that a person has, you might discredit them because, oh, that might be like the situation. And comparing each scenario to your past isn't healthy. It's actually a sign that there's still some healing that needs to take place. So there may be something that you're having to look at there, not so much within the relationship, but within yourself. So don't discredit that. A lot of times people will think that they've healed from situations, and there's layers to the healing process. So you may have gotten over one hump, healed one part of that situation, but there's layers that you're going to have to go through. So being aware of the process and keeping that in mind. The next two cards we have here is what to cultivate and the next steps moving forward. Nine of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles, the wish fulfillment card. Do feel like you are headed in the right direction. You are headed towards a positive future, okay? A very stable, very grounded future, okay? I feel like there is some healing work that's going to need to be put in. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. There is still some work that's going to need to be put in here. I feel like internally, but also physically, practically, okay? You are in the beginning phases of this process. This month, I feel like your need here, Libra, is to kind of get in tune with yourself, okay? So looking into how you're feeling. And the best way to do that is to think about how you're feeling in positive situations. When you can pinpoint exactly how you're feeling in a positive situation, it's going to be more beneficial, more helpful to be able to do that in negative situations because you're going to already have had practice. It is going to take practice. So getting in tune with yourself emotionally, being aware of your emotions, how you're feeling in certain situations. Also, if there's certain people that you go around that trigger you to be a certain way, being aware of that, okay? It's all about awareness. It's all about knowing here, okay? There's definitely something that I feel like it's not only one situation. I feel like there's a lot that you've gone through in your past, not only in relationships, but in life in general. There's specific lessons that you've learned from each of these situations. And I know that sounds so harsh when tarot readers say that, but there really is. I think it's funny because I hear that a lot. Like tarot readers always say, look within, the answers are within. But it really is true. How you go within to find the answers is very important. But the first step is being aware. Aware of how you're feeling, aware of your emotions, aware of how you're reacting in certain situations. And the next step after that is being able to calm your mind so you can think more clearly in those chaotic messes. Okay, but the first step is awareness. Feel like you are working on that. You are headed in the right direction. But there's still a little bit of fear of confrontation, right? So there is some healing work that's still needing to be done, okay? Because your perception here, Libra, is I don't want this to happen again. I don't want this. Every new beginning that comes into your life, you're looking at this situation as, is it going to be negative? Overly cautious. So, Libra, let's turn over the cards here for your advice moving forward. I am going to do an extended version to this reading, guys. In the extended version, we'll take a look at where this is all headed. What are the next steps moving forward? What is the outcome if the guidance is followed? We'll pull a few oracle cards at the end, as well as the Soul Truth deck comes out over there. If it's something you're interested in, that link is below in the description box, guys. Also, the second link is to subscribe to the Vimeo channel. It's $11 a month and you get access to all the extended readings that I upload over there for every sign. Again, it's the second link if that's something that you're interested in. You're more than welcome in joining us. So Libra, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, the Sun. Every new beginning, I feel like you're a little bit cautious here, a little bit overly cautious. Now, it is a good thing to seek information. It is a good thing to trust but verify. But it's also a good thing to be open. Be open to how situations turn out. There is something that you're still having to work through here that's difficult, that's causing some delays, okay? The Six of Swords and the Sun in reverse is clarifying. Page of Cups, Page of Wands, the Sun. I also want to mention that the pages, there's 3 pages here in this reading, okay? That's significant. That tells me that there's still a lot of information that you're seeking. This is the beginning phases. There's still some lessons that you're needing to work through before you get to the next level. And some of these lessons may be difficult here, Libra. So taking your time with this process, okay, giving yourself time, taking time, healing time, okay. I feel like you're just being overly cautious here, Libra, and it has to do with this past hurt, this past pain, okay? Trusting yourself, trusting, the process and where you're headed. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm using a new mic, so let me know in the comment section below, guys, if you can hear me. I might have to redo this reading if you can't. Hopefully the mic worked. Let's see here, Libra. The Soul Journey card for you. If you're finding this message was helpful, that it's resonating with your situation, please give it a thumbs up. All the love and support is very much appreciated, and it does help with the growth of the channel. So thank you guys so much for that. Soul Journey card that's coming out for you, Libra, is loneliness. I know that I am never alone. This card has come to you because you must be reminded that there is a difference between being lonely and being alone. Feelings of loneliness originate from a sense of not appreciating the most important person in your life, you. If solitude seems like an affliction, you need to work on creating a healthy relationship with yourself. Only then will you attract others who will nurture your soul. If you don't develop a healthy relationship with yourself first, you will only draw unhealthy relationships to you. To create a healthy, positive relationship with yourself, you must begin to feel worthy of love. The pessimism of this physical dimension can affect your self-esteem if you don't have the strong conviction that you are valuable and meaningful. Don't view solitude as a weakness. It is merely your soul telling you that it is time to do some inner work and reevaluate your path before you start to shine. As you sit in the silence of your soul, you will realize that your spirit family, teachers, and guides are with you. You are never alone. The people who are meant to be in your life, Libra, are always going to be there, are always going to be guided to you, directed, redirected back onto your path. And those that aren't. Okay? So you're going to have to take your time with this process. And give yourself some time. Give yourself some time. Let's get a power thought card here for you. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Yes. Life mirrors my every thought. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings me only good experiences. I say yes to life, and life says yes to me. Beautiful, Libra, beautiful. So, Libra, that is the message I have coming out for you guys for this month. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. Again, if you want to get in on the extended version, the link is below in the description box. Otherwise, thank you guys again so much. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.